I am King Enceladus, third of my name.
For any parent, this is not safe.
What are you doing?
Now who's obsessing about lines and shapes?
I'm not obsessing.
No,
yeah.
you're obsessing. You've got a problem, man. You've got to get it checked out.
Yeah, it's the people's fault. It's not the car.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, there goes all our equipment. That's 100. What do we got?
4.9.
4.9. Okay, so then you make it to your destination in record time, right? You're going to daycare in the morning or whatever, and you've just on launch control. You pull over like this.
What are we doing?
It's just, this is how this car operates, and then you put it in park, and then you just go like this. And then... Come on, little one, let's go.
What are you doing?
No, I would never, Andy. I would never. If my son ever watches this, let that be a lesson to you, mate. Don't mess around.
We're Kiwi GT, the car show all the way from New Zealand. Yep, we have cars here. That's Rory, he's the car nerd. Well, I'm Rory, like I'm the voice of Rory.
Wait, who's there?
Anyway, and that's Andy, he's the car novice. He brings the non-enthusiast approach to cars and his clothes.
What's wrong with my clothes, man? Go on.
So it has 333 horsepower and about 1.6 tons of weight. That already makes it have a better power to weight ratio than the brand new Audi S5.
Ratio?
Did I say ratio?
I liked it.
Yeah, it sounds like one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yes.
Yeah. And that's pretty significant, man. I mean, it literally punches above its weight. This has the most performance for any sports wagon in its price range, brand new today.
My brain's having a hard time wrapping around. There's a lot of matter in there.
There's more. Let me bang on some more.
Okay.
This is also, at the moment, one of New Zealand's highest selling wagons for its class and segment.
There's so much sub-segmentation, man.
I know.
How do you...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the best selling wagons that are called Cupra Leon. This is really an exciting car. Like, I can't understate that enough because, first of all, it's not another SUV. I'm kind of...
Can't understate it?
Can I? Is that not correct?
You can't state that enough.
Ah, I can't understate this. I want to be really casual about this, everyone, all right? I'm in performance mode right now,
Okay.
and it feels proper sprightly.
Yeah.
There's just torque on tap, no matter where you are in the rev range.
Excuse me, bartender. One talk, please. It feels like they exploit and are able to extract as much as possible out of that 333 horsepower, because it feels like that, man. It feels like more than that.
Yeah, it's a very, I mean, this engine is used liberally across the whole Volkswagen group, and for good reason. It's a really good 2-liter engine.
Okay.
It doesn't feel super high strung considering its high output. It feels, refined and smooth and luxurious still, but it has that performance on tap.
Nice. Can I ask about the suspension? What kind of a suspension does this have? Feels like a midpoint. Like it's got some of that bumpiness and some of that edge.
Yes.
But it's still a very comfortable ride.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I would say, even in comfort mode, it's on the sporty side of comfortable.
Yes. One
One slight criticism would be the sound.
Okay.
I actually think it sounds pretty good. You even mentioned when we started up, it sounds great. In performance or Cupra mode, I would say the sound inputted through the speakers is a little bit on the artificial side.
You can tell. You can pick it out.
Right, it sounds
almost
synthetic,
instantly.
eh?
What's your favorite feature of this vehicle in terms of its driving feel and driving appeal?
It's probably, well, straight line acceleration is definitely a strong point.
Yeah.
But I was just about to say that the handling as well, it's actually really fun to toss around. I don't know if it's because we've been in cars that are like SUVs or that kind of thing recently, but this feels so sharp compared to them. Like the turn-in is really good, and it like going around the corner, it feels light on its feet. We have an all-wheel drive system keeping us planted.
Yeah.
It's good fun to drive around the corners.
Does it have differentials in the back?
Yeah,
and everything?
man.
It
Actually,
does feel like that.
Interesting you point that out. It's got that same torque splitting rear diff as the Audi RS3 had,
Okay.
where it can distribute the torque.
That was my favorite, man. And
Yeah.
it is reminiscent. I got a little bit of a feeling.
So it
just
does
like
help
one
it with its understeer around the corners.
Yeah.
And then it does have a party trick as well, which is drift mode, which allows it to send all the power to the rear wheels. And you could technically engage in a drift or a burnout.
Okay.
If one was on a private road, for example.
Certainly.
Yes. Yeah. So you really could drift to daycare if you were extremely irresponsible.
Just sideways the whole way.
Yes. If you were a reckless driver, bad parent, criminal. I should probably point out, as much as we are gushing over its performance and the fact that it's a wagon, that's all great, this isn't scary fast at any point, eh? Like, it's very, very approachable, and it's not, you know...
Hey, I'm going to walk up to this car and just get straight in.
I'm going to approach it. I'm not going to drive it. So yeah, it's performant, it's good around the corners, it's reasonably comfortable, but so much of the value proposition of this car, I think, is not just in the way it drives, but in the way it looks. And I have a few reasons why. One is I am a sucker for consistency.
You are
know.
a sucker for consistency.
Like,
you see one thing and you see the same thing again. Hyperventilating.
It gets me going.
Yeah.
It gets me going. And for me, with Cupra's design language, it's always this rear light bar that is the main motif of that consistency, right? You know, if you think about other cars, like a BMW X3 looks nothing like a BMW 7 Series, which looks nothing like a 2. You don't know any of these words or numbers, but that's all right. Whereas Cupra, cut from the same cloth.
Oh!
Right? Which, ideally, your car isn't made of cloth.
Yeah, don't worry, everyone. This one does
this is
have
made of
more
higher
solid
strength
materials.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's a good one, because in this whole sea of light bars out there, you have to have a good looking one.
Have you sailed the sea of light bars? That's terrifying.
Last time I sailed, it was mostly light bars. And so it's really about this light bar, and then especially in the VZ model, these quad exhausts. Really,
yes, quad means 4.
Yes,
that's
quad
right.
does mean 4. You're getting good. You're getting good with your numbers. You've been practicing, which I think really helped kind of declare its sporting intentions, you know?
Okay, cool.
It's a declaration.
Right. Yeah.
And when it comes to the rest of the car, there are just lines and angles and curves everywhere that look so good, especially in this color, which is Enceladus gray.
I don't know that.
You don't know that?
No,
I thought you would.
I know Insidious, but I don't know Enceladus.
Okay, because Andy's the resident science man. It's something to do with Saturn, man. It's like a moon or something by Saturn.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, to me it sounds like a king's name or something. Like, I am King Enceladus, third of my name.
It sounds like a royal salad to me.
I've been getting a lot of comments on this color.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hey, that was one of the comments. You know?
The Enceladus thing is a really interesting one because the mags look kind of like a crown to me. Like
Interesting.
With the sharp bits coming
they are
in.
quite a curious shape.
Yeah.
I like them. They're a little bit different, a little bit quirky.
Kind of do link it back to the Cupra badge.
They use a lot of the same shapes and lines in the inside and the outside.
I'm starting to understand what you mean when you're talking about
now
shapes
who's
and lines.
obsessing about lines and shapes?
I'm not obsessing.
No, you're obsessing. You've got a problem, man. You've got to get it checked out. It almost looks like it's in motion, even when it's sitting still. And I think as far as wagons go, this design... as far as
I'm riding my swaggin.
Let me tell you about swagons, everyone. As far as wagons go, I think this design is pretty killer. Getting in here, after testing a bunch of other cars, reminded me that Cupra's interiors are just so refreshing and interesting, you know?
They are lovely, yes.
It may not have the softest materials everywhere, and there are certainly things that I can nitpick at, but again, the copper accents, the geometry of the air vents, which matches the geometry of the horn shape. You were talking about, you know, the triangle shapes on the front, matching other triangles in the car. That's a cohesion that I think really plays in its favor. You know, talking about nitpicks real quick. One would be the little gear shifter.
You don't like the doodad?
Nah, the doodad, I don't like it in any car we've been in that's got a doodad. And then my other nitpick is the screen. The actual screen itself is nice, it's high resolution, it's, you know, easy to work with, but it just has that tacked on appearance.
What do you mean?
As in, it looks like the interior was finished and designed and then they slapped a screen on top of the end.
Oh, okay.
And
not so well integrated.
No, yeah.
Okay.
And I was just saying before how everything else feels cohesive, so that sticks out a bit. The temperature controls too, I'm not a fan of those.
No,
Man.
they're
Give me the dials.
great.
I mean, most importantly, we should probably talk about the fact that this thing has loads of room. And it's like you get all the benefits of an SUV in terms of its cargo capacity and its, you know, rear seat space.
Yeah.
But again, you get those driving dynamics of the car. So again, it's another reason why I think performance wagons are such a good value proposition for car enthusiasts.
Particularly in New Zealand, right? We absolutely
love wagons.
wagons.
Yeah, we do. But I think overseas as well, they're getting a lot of attention as well. The
Really?
Audi RS6 wagon is selling like hotcakes in America.
Cool, man.
So, I think...
As it should.
And interestingly, the boot space is greater than the Formentor and even the Terramar, which is the SUV, which is bizarre, right? So you could argue that
That's
this
unexpected.
is the most practical of all of them.
Okay.
It's obviously just lower down, so you've got to bend your back. The seats as well, awesome. Like in all the other Cupra vehicles.
Yeah, it actually feels the same.
Yeah, they're lovely. They look cool. They're comfortable.
Yeah, good copper stitching.
I always pay attention to seats and steering wheels, and both of those things in this car are fantastic.
I could just buy you a car that's literally just a seat and a steering wheel, a couple of little wheels, and you'd be like, awesome.
I even just like the fonts that they use on the digital dash there, like the italic font.
Okay.
And the use of white and copper, and it just feels cohesive, but it also just has that sporty dynamic look.
It does have a sporty dynamic look. I
And all of this is
because
just
it's like
italic
it's all
font.
just like completely agree. But then you come back to the screen and it's just like, well, if you want to control the car, here we go. We're being a little bit more sensible and everything's okay.
Yeah, and you go into the instrument cluster, it's like, come on!
What do you think of the sound system?
Sound system's really good. Just like we said in the Formentor with the Sennheiser system, the bass is really good, and I'm a sucker for bass in a sound system.
Yeah,
it's good, man. Absolutely no complaints there. In fact, I think it outperforms some of the more premium sound systems. I mean, we've been in $500,000 cars that sound systems aren't very good.
Yeah, one thing worthy of comment from my perspective is they've gone 3-syllable words for the other two models that we've reviewed, the Terramar, Formentor, and then Leon.
Yeah, it's a bit cut off, eh?
I feel like it should be called Leonator or something like that.
Okay, so our big criticism of the vehicle is the lack
Not a criticism, just a comment.
Huge criticism of the vehicle is the lack of syllables in the name.
I feel like it deserves a couple more.
Yeah. It's
worthy of it.
It is worthy. I'm obviously a fan of this car, and it might have sounded like this is a bit of a biased review because I keep gushing over it for the most part, but it's because I'm partial to a performance wagon, and there aren't many of them around. Again, consider what this competes with. You have the Skoda Octavia RS, which is less power. It's a bit cheaper, but then you have maybe the Audi A4 or the BMW 330i Touring, which means nothing to you. But those are even more expensive, not as performant or less interesting.
Okay.
And then you have to go all the way up to another whole price bracket to get to cars that I think this actually competes with, like the Audi S4 or the BMW M340i. And this, you save a chunk of change getting this.
So your return on investment is so much higher if you want something sporty, but you want something that you can do with the family and use with the family.
Exactly.
And get around. And
I wonder if it's just the market don't realize that wagons are that practical.
Yeah, it's the people's fault. It's not the car.
Who's it for then? It's for the cool cat. There aren't many of them around, right? It is a relatively new brand in New Zealand.
Not the 1920s.
Oh, what do they say now?
I don't know. I don't know, cool, but it's definitely not cool cat.
Cool dogs. Yeah. They want to make a statement in terms of styling, and this definitely does
definitely
that,
makes
especially with this paint. And I'd highly recommend sticking it in this paint because there's not enough of it around.
Yeah.
Like all these cars, man, it comes down to price because it's a lot of money. You can save a decent chunk of change getting the lesser trim with the slower engine, but still get the design and the interior and everything.
Yeah.
So you have to really want that pep and that performance. You have to really want that little badge saying VZ on the back.
Yeah.
And you want the bragging rights to be like, yeah, I've got the fast one.
It's all about sort of the compromises that you are prepared to make to get into the thing that you really, really want. And we are able to go real fast with Froggy in the back.
Yeah. Well, shit, I forgot about him. I hope he's all good.
Didn't drop him off at daycare this morning. He shouldn't be forward facing.
No. For any parent, this is not safe. Don't do this.
Yeah, he's actually not even. Oh, yes, you have strapped him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. I'm not gonna let. This is your child's favorite toy, Andy.
Yeah, but he's not strapped into the seat.
No, that's fine. Yeah. That's what.